What's up, everybody? All these updates about, maybe getting an M5, and I didn't even really consider test driving the obvious, an M8. So I just located an M8 Competition that I'm going to be checking out in a couple minutes here. So I'm going to be doing a tour of the car and a test drive, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've never driven an M8 Competition before, so I'm very curious to see how this compares to my current car. If I were to get an M8 Competition, it would resolve one issue for me, which is that, I really like how the 8 Series looks. It's a beautiful car, and I didn't really want to trade that out for, a SUV or an M5 or even an M3. So, being able to keep the 8 Series really appeals to me. So let's go check it out. Okay. Pulling up to the dealership now. So while I'm waiting for the M8, I'm checking out M2 in the showroom. And even more special, they have an XM label. That is sweet. And I mean, subtleties. I'd have to stand next to my car, next to this, to, pick up the subtle differences.
Some of them, yeah. I mean,
I think it's got a more aggressive stance, and it's lower. I think it's probably lower than mine.
Yep, definitely.
The wheels look identical. Are those ceramic brakes or no? Those don't look like it. They're regular steel.
I think it may have been optional.
Okay.
I'm not sure if those ones are specific. I can check on the others.
What year is this one?
This one's a 2024.
Sweet. See, now the one big difference is that mine has that hexagonal exhaust. I just don't like that look.
I don't either, right? On the M Sports, the real M's have the true exhaust tips.
And it's got that carbon ceramic roof, which is what mine has.
Yeah, the carbon fiber roof.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, or that's what I meant, yeah.
For sure.
In the end, it's just, I like the 8 Series. I think it's the most beautiful BMW out there.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they're not selling too well from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those cars that's, if you like it, it's really for a specific type of person, It's someone that wants all the luxuriousness of the 7 Series, but they want it to drive really well as well.
I was like, you guys don't have my old car, do you?
No, probably not.
Okay, so here we are. Pretty typical BMW M interior. I saw this before in the M5.
Notice the extra buttons here.
Yep, the M1 and M2. You always got that M8 Competition badge, which is nice. My car has the crystal shifter here, whereas with the M, you just have this one.
Yeah.
People have mixed opinions about that. I definitely, while I like my white interior, I do think I like this more. All right, so we're driving in comfort mode. It actually is well dampened. I mean, it doesn't feel rough,
Oh yeah, it's still pretty comfortable in comfort.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, that this would be a lot stiffer than the M850i. But I mean, we're going over a couple of bumps, and I think it's a little stiffer, but hardly something that would be like give me any problems. So we're in sport mode now, and in a calm, relaxing area. Actually, this area is nice. Are we in Highland Park here?
I think this is still Lake Bluff.
Okay.
I think.
Very charming area. You don't want to speed here. But as soon as we switched to sport mode, the steering really stiffened up, and it is really sharp. You know, we're not on any really bendy roads, but definitely it definitely sharpens more than my 850 does.
Go ahead, take it
For a second here.
Yeah, you can send it on to 41 if you'd like.
Brakes are rock solid, and I would not expect less from an M8. Oh, wow. I would not expect less, and I'm not getting less, I'll tell you that much. Wow. Oh my God, this thing is a rocket. and that was not even full throttle.
Oh yeah.
That was not even full throttle.
And even if you were full throttle, like I said, it's still not as much power as you're gonna have once you're broken in.
Yeah, that's right. This has not been broken in.
Yeah.
Because we're not getting max RPMs, right?
Yeah. I believe so.
I better slow down now. I don't want to get a ticket during a test drive. Has that ever happened to you before?
Not with me in the car yet.
But you heard about it, right?
Yeah.
Still don't have bendy enough roads to be able to test the steering, but I can tell. Okay, so I just exited the dealership and I'm headed back home. Had a really great test drive. Now, I couldn't film the whole test drive just because I can't hold a camera while doing different maneuvers all the time. But I got a good idea how that car drives, and keep in mind, the car isn't even broken in yet, so you don't even get full RPMs. That was a brand new 2024 model. So my take on the M8 Competition compared to the M850i is, it is a completely different car. And I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would just be my car, but with more power, but it's not that. I feel, I'm back in my car, I feel like I'm in a completely inferior vehicle now after driving that car. And that's not a good feeling because I still love this car, but now I'm always gonna feel like I'm in something inadequate. Not only is the M8 Competition faster, a lot faster. So when I did that pull, the power was ferocious. And I don't know what it is. It just felt different than the M5. I don't know why. But the steering was really sharp. You don't get that with this car. And also, interestingly, in sport mode, it's a lot stiffer. The dampening is a lot stiffer than this in sport mode. But then once you switch to comfort, it just becomes very soft, very gentle, and it's very, very easy to drive, even on bumpy roads. It rode really comfortably, and I could definitely see myself daily driving an M8 Competition. And I was a little surprised by that because I thought it would be a bit more intense and uncomfortable than it was. One other thing I'll point out, the one place where my car has the advantage is it actually sounds better than the M8. So I've heard both cars in sport mode revved, and the M850i, it's a little bit deeper, got a little bit more burbles and crackles, so the win goes to the M850i on that one. Biggest problem, of course, is depreciation on my M850i has been very steep. It's really a calamity, if you ask me, because it's made it so that the difference in price between that and any other car is just that much greater, and I'd have to pay that much more to trade out of it. So that makes it hard because the M8 Competitions and in the 140s, 150 range, and I think while I could swing it financially, I don't know if I want to spend that much money, and I don't really want to finance either. So it makes it a difficult decision. I have a lot to think about here. Anyway, thanks for watching. I got M8 fever, bro. I can't get that car out of my mind.